What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Painted Lines Culture movie review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I just got out of the film. I'm going to give you a non-spoiler review of everything I saw, everything I liked, where we're going in the Monsterverse moving forward. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, let's get into my pros. I really have to start first and foremost with the visuals of this film. This is absolutely a movie that you have to see on the big screen. There are some absolutely mind-blowing visuals of the monsters, of our characters weaving in and out of the battles. First and foremost, the visuals, excellent. The score really pulsates through the pacing of this film. The score was done by Bear McCreary. There's actually a song in the score that includes System of a Down. It's a cover from the Blue Oyster Cult. It is towards the end of the movie, which I was really happy about. And, you know, this is a Godzilla movie. I really enjoyed the first Godzilla movie. It was a little slow paced for me. Godzilla wasn't in it that much. Not this one. Not with King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters, you're within the first 15 minutes. I'm already sitting in my seat geeking out. It goes full all in monsters. And what I really enjoyed about the monsters in this one was it focused on just a few. The biggies, of course, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, of course, Mothra, and Rodan. Those were like the main four that were the biggie. They really moved the plot around those four monsters. And the first act was absolutely incredible of how they slowly introduced each monster. I really, really enjoyed that. Kind of goes along with the visuals of this. There were some really incredible moments of King Ghidorah being introduced, and then Godzilla being reintroduced, and then Mothra and her in the cocoon, and then what happens after that. I was just really happy with the pacing of the first act. There's really no plot in the first act. It really kind of just moves really forward, you know, monster to monster to monster to monster. There's no real, they don't really get into what happened in Godzilla 1, very minimal. They don't get into King Kong, Skull Island. This is a monster movie, and they really crushed that, I thought, in the first act. What I really enjoyed also was Ken Watanabe. I thought he brought a lot of the acting chops in this movie. He brought the heart in this movie. He was the kind of that emotional connect between, you know, humans and Godzilla. He kind of humanized Godzilla for me a little bit. That was emphasized in a very big scene about 3/4 of the way right before Act 3. So yeah, monsters are king here. And this is a movie that you turn off your brain and you just enjoy, and you know, your jaw drops, and the action scenes are nailed. I really can't wait to get into that further, but I don't want to. Let's just say every single one of those monsters, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra, all four of those guys, they had their moments, and it was absolutely crushed. So if you're just going to want to see those monsters interact with each other, fight each other, do whatever, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. There were probably about 4 or 5 scenes where I was absolutely just geeking out and going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So on that note, it was great. Let's talk about the negatives. They tried way too much comedy. There was a lot of scenes where the jokes absolutely were flat. Absolutely missed. There was one scene where Vera Farmiga is making this very important speech about her motivation, her MO for her role in this film. And like the following line, after that, it was a very serious moment. They pan to a side character in the film, and she goes, "That bitch." Pretty much 3/4 of the theater, when we saw it, were just kind of like, "What?" It was very awkward, very out of place. Some of the jokes hit, but for the most part, it was not needed. The plot line. This is not a movie with a plot. I thought the movie did a great job in Acts 1, parts of Acts 2, because there was no real plot. I mean, it was just action scene to action scene to action scene. It really died down in that second act, I thought, and especially leading up to the third act. The more we found out more about Vera Farmiga's kind of motivations, Tywin Lannister, what his role was, that's when the movie got a little muddy for me. It slowed down. Nothing really made sense. And that kind of leads into Millie Bobby Brown. I love her to death. It's not that she didn't act well. She's a very good actor. I thought she did fine in what she was supposed to be, but she basically had no role in this movie. You could easily, this is a character that you could easily take out of the film, and you wouldn't miss anything from her. She didn't really move the plot that much. There's a lot of family drama in this movie that I thought took away from the film. This is a movie about monsters. Show us the monsters. So if I had to give this a rating, it would probably be around like a 7 out of 10. For you suit up people, I'd give it about 4.5 Infinity Stones out of 6. It was really good. Absolutely must see this in the big screen. The action scenes are worth it. And I think most importantly, I didn't really like King Kong Skull Island. What this movie did was really build upon the Monsterverse. And what makes me really excited was especially a scene where it's about halfway and we get to know a little bit more about Godzilla's past. And it really opens the door for something that we're going to see maybe in future installments. I think Godzilla versus Kong comes out in like February of 2020. They definitely leave open the door with all the mythos and a lot of exciting things moving forward that I'm very excited for. Did not have that feeling after seeing Skull Island. A little bit after seeing the first Godzilla. So 7 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed it. Make sure you follow Culture the Painted Lines on Twitter. We have a Suit Up Pod. You can find Suit Up on Twitter at Suit Up TPL on Twitter, and we're going to be doing a more deep dive into King of the Monsters and the Monsterverse in the very near future. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, make sure you hit like and subscribe below. Love you guys. Take care.